Hey guys, welcome back to Dad's Foxbody Garage. I'm out here today working on this supercharger install. Just doing a dry fit on her right now. Got the old intake off, came off pretty easy. I mean, not too difficult for those. Just pry them up a little bit in the front, try not to damage anything. Pops right off. Left the distributor in. Just turned it a little bit, took a photo of where I had it. Should be able to get it back pretty close, so I don't have to mess around with that when I go to do a startup. Have run into a couple issues with the install. Nothing with the kit I got. I think I told you about the kit. Couldn't find one anywhere. Ended up finding one, and it's a complete kit. Really nice. It's a real shame these things aren't being manufactured anymore. The guy at Summit said they had 2 more on the shelf, even though the catalog says 6, and even, you know, long story. The guy in Houston, they're in Houston if you want to know. So if you call up regular Summit, they'll tell you they're discontinued and they can't get them. But if you call the Houston store, they got a couple on the shelf. Anyhow, really nice kit. One of the problems I came up with was this thing here. Lower drive pulley. The spacer does not fit. But I can tell you that this does not appear to be a factory pulley. I'm thinking this is probably an underdrive pulley. I'm going to pop the hood on the Stormtrooper here and take a measurement on that, but I'm pretty sure that's not a factory size. So probably have to order a pulley kit up. The water pump pulley seems like it'll be alright. I'm hoping. Not much room on there. You know, it's learn as we go, right? You have to lengthen this a little bit. Thinking about getting a fuel pressure gauge, like an inline fuel pressure gauge here. But looks like it may fit under my cowl. I got it's a 4-inch cowl hood. Picked it up off a marketplace. Nothing fancy. In fact, it's kind of a POS. Needs a little work. But, you know, we're doing it on a budget. So, I believe I paid like $100 for the whole hood. So it was pretty good deal. Took the carburetor apart one more time. Had it soaking in, you know, the old gallon of carburetor cleaner for a couple days. Put it all back together, and we're gonna give it another shot. A buddy of mine did have a pretty good idea. Said to plug the orifice on the back that I have the brake booster plugged into. May have an issue with my brake booster and causing a low vacuum. That's why it maybe didn't want to idle without the choke almost fully on. So I'm going to do that this time when I fire it up. But just wanted to mock it up here and make sure everything fits before I start putting everything together for the final time. Well, what I hope will be the final time. I got to do the EGR block off plate. Put that on. But one thing that isn't included in this kit is, surprisingly, is intake gaskets. You get a carb gasket, you get the EGR block off gasket, but you don't get the intake gasket. So I guess I should have checked that out. So I had to call up a parts store and order some. They should be ready in about an hour. So I got to run out and do that. And I want to get some new bolts for water pump pulley, and gotta start researching that crank pulley, see what's going on there. So obviously she's not running today, and I have no idea where to go for a crank pulley without going like aftermarket or something like that. So I guess I can go to a scrapyard, but I don't feel like screwing around with that. I'd rather just find one. So I'll touch base again a little bit later when I'm further along. Thanks for watching. Hey guys, I just want to give you a quick update here and show you we got everything bolted down. The intake's torqued up, the blower's on, carb's on, distributor is clocked back where it was. I took a picture of that before I messed with that. I did leave it in when I pulled the intake. Everything looks pretty good. The fuel line is not going to work because, as you probably remember last time, I had it coming to the back where I had more room. The carb must have been a little further forward on the regular intake. Now it sits a little further back, so I'm going to have to come up with something for that. But other than that, she's coming along really nice. I do have to get the a stock lower crank pulley. I didn't realize I had a underdrive pulley on there, so I can't get the drive on. So I know I think LMR sells it, CJ Pony I think sells it. I did look it up. Couldn't get anything today. Luckily I do have an NPD that's just 15 minutes from my house, but all they had were underdrive pulleys. They don't have any factory pulleys, so. But we'll get there. I think it's coming along really nice. I did test fit the hood on. That's why you see the nasty hood hinges on there. But I did test the hood. This is a hood I got off of Marketplace. It was a pretty good deal. It's fiberglass, 4-inch cowl. Needs a little love. It's got somebody cut a chunk out of the corner there. I'm not quite sure why. And obviously not the right color here. But I did test fit that. It's a 4-inch cowl, and with my 302 air cleaner that I have, that chrome air cleaner, everything clears, even the front pulley clears, so really happy with that. And this is the big pulley, this is the stock pulley, so no problems there. I was thinking I might have to get a smaller pulley, but I really didn't want to build that much boost right off the bat. I don't know how well this motor is going to like being boosted. It is 9.5 to 1. Does have forged pistons though. That's just factory forged pistons. But version 2.0, years down the road, I'd like to get the smaller pulley and really make some boost. But that's for another day. I'm just looking forward to getting this thing going. And once I get all this wrapped up, I'll probably start putting the thing back together. Get the holes in the floor patched up from where the windshield leaked like a sieve, and start putting the inside back together. And really like to get this thing going this year, like on the road going. It's my goal. It's good to have goals. Don't know if I'm going to attain that goal or not, but we'll see. I'm hoping the carburetor works better now. I did take it apart again and soaked everything, like I said. Got it all back together. I don't know. If I don't get this going, this carburetor working, I might just have to bite the bullet and save up for new carb. But it just looks so nice. It's like, and there's not much to these carbs, as you guys know. Just don't know why I was having so much grief with it. Doesn't make sense to me. I know it's been a while since I worked on carbs, but I do know them well enough to know that you clean out the passages, you run some wires, you spray them, you soak them, and you can usually get them to perform pretty well. I have quite a collection here. I could probably just grab another one and do the same to that, but I'd rather get the one I intended to get working. So anyhow, thanks for watching. I'll keep you posted on where we're at next week. Thanks.